What's up, hippo lovers? It is time for China against Brazil. New tournament, Doubles H. And it will be a 2v2 tournament. We have Mr. Yo+Lyx playing against Dogao and Miguel. Very first game ever. We will talk about the settings after this. And now jumping into game number 1 here. Mr. Yo is playing Ethiopians. Did steal a boar before, I believe. And, well, Miguel still with a reasonable uptime here. And that looks like probably an archer opening. His teammate will be Lyx playing the Franks here on Arabia. We have Dogao playing Ethiopians as well. Having some problems with that villager against Mr. Lyx, who is up quite early. Not really going for the kill here. Scout of Dogao is coming over. Looks with the nice up timing before that. And as we can see, only one boar on the CC. They push 2 sheep. Now 2 on gold. As we all know, Ethiopians get 100 extra food, 100 extra gold once they reach field age. So we don't actually need too many villagers on sheep here. 10 on wood, 2 on gold. Now should get the archer ranges up. Not the greatest spot for him with the big hill here in the front, but most of the time not that important against Franks, who does not have any ranged units anyways. Welcome everyone. I know we had a rough start into this one because I played a deathmatch game and it didn't look good for quite some time. In the end we managed, there should be one flow. Just put DA in there. I should have the command. Do I need to add pictures? It's a 2v2 tournament. Over 2.5k prize pool, sponsored by the Taiwanese community, and Lanchi is the main organizer of this one. Comment is all you need. Okay, well, we got the comment. If you want to donate, in the chat is the link. That looks like walled for Lyx, and we still don't have a single first kill here, so you didn't miss any of the action. And, well, might have the first one here. Miguel getting it in the end against Mr. Yo, who had his weekend scout due to the board steal, but couldn't really transition into too much map control. Miguel doesn't like his open gold and builds a weird tower. Wants to build it on the hill. Looks now coming over. Let's take a look how Miguel can defend this. Sees the scout. His scouts are going the wrong way, but should scare Lyx away, although one of his scouts isn't doing the greatest job ever. And we see horse color for Mr. Yo before the first farm starts, sending more villagers on gold. Big walls here at the side. Everything looks pretty standard so far. At the moment I feel like a co-caster. If only I had a bit more time, I probably should not have played that second deathmatch game. I actually wanted to ask Memp if we wanted to cast together. Didn't do that for quite some time. Obviously NAC, but if we don't count NAC, it has been some time for sure. And it is not really a Nations Cup format. It is more teams, so Yo and Lyx will be the same for all time, so it's not like Yo and Vivi will ever team up or something of those scenarios. So Fire and Goku, for example, won't really team up with Dogao and Miguel. We also have Tato, Jordan, Viper team. Doubt is playing with Slam. We have Vietnam playing against Finland on Monday. And we have, I believe, Hera plus Daniel and Nikov plus MBL as the other teams. 8 teams. We have a, I believe, 3-week round robin. And then we are going into best of 7s, quarterfinals, semifinals. Yo+Lyx, if you were a macaroni, which kind of would you be? Are there different kind of macaronis? Thought there was like just one sort of pasta. And some aggression here from Dogao and Miguel. Military count 24 to 22. So higher numbers here for the Heresy boys. but won't really get in. Army is coming over trying to defend. Lyx did go for the +1 defense. We have Mr. Yo with +1 attack. No defense upgrade here for Miguel as of yet. Why isn't he not playing this tournament? Well, I couldn't make it into top 8. There are different leagues, but the prize pool was like $150 for the other leagues. So it's just a painful mass admin win scenario. LB10 asked me. I refused. I knew I couldn't make it into top 8. So I just let it go. Let it go. First engagement of the tournament, actually. Even Mr. Yo, not that high of archer numbers. Miguel already up to castle age, as we said. No defense upgrade on him, but had solid numbers. Ethiopians for both, so faster firing rate for sure. Scouts all dying. Now it comes down to the archer numbers. What can Dogao do? Lyx with a solid castle age timing behind this as well. Miguel, actually, look at that, one villager ahead and an early uptime, so better timing for him. Lyx maybe losing some here, was a bit distracted as well. Brackets doesn't really work, as I said. First game of this tournament. It's 2 groups of 4, I believe. And then 2 advance. I will add a comment as soon as it makes sense to look at reasonable brackets here. It is a diverse map pool, and we will see a lot of different maps throughout the tournament. I believe later on we will have, let me just quickly look into it. The other maps will be Steppe, Bedouins, Nomad, Sahara. So 3 no TC starts and 1 pretty much Arabia game after this, potentially, if we go to 5 games. +2 defensively for Miguel, and Bosaw wants to, well, add some TC, so that's why he's on stone, but didn't really have it for now. So this one big engagement, nothing happened for quite some time. Castle age timing for Mr. Yo a bit faster than Dogao. Did go for higher numbers, has 26 compared to the 20 of Mr. Yo. Everyone, well, creating quite a nice basis for themselves here. Lots of food again for Mr. Yo, look at that. Bit surprised, where did he get all that food from? Has +1 defense. Did we get another 100? Keeps one archer range idle to click crossbowman. The other one kept producing. Botkin arrow for him. Heresy / Brazil cannot really take that fight for now. The civ settings is a bit unclear. Any reason they ended up with mirrored civs? I will read it again and then we can like learn it together. I think it might just be mirror civ, hidden civ no repeat. Well, but then still we had Mayans as an option. I want to have that for another map. That's a lot of archers. 32 here. 25 now moving out for Mr. Yo. And they will go for some aggression here. Lyx has +2 defense as well, +1 attack for him. I want to see walls opened here indeed, and Dogao is moving out. Coming over. Trying to help his friend who might even lose one of his stables. Dogao, maybe instant bumping could be an option. And then Ethiopian Spire just so ridiculously fast. It's not even fair. I think Dogao should probably win this. Miguel will need to build a second stable. Ballistics now for Yo and Dogao with reasonable timings. Yo a bit earlier. I think Dogao will wait for his engagement and then should be fine. Miguel building a TC in the back. Not a lot of gold control for him. Now searching for the engagement. Knight numbers are better for Miguel here at the front at the moment. Knights are getting a reasonable engagement. Now Miguel is going back. That's a bit surprising to me. Why are they engaging just shortly before ballistics? Could have done so much more damage against the knights. And ballistic finishes now, and suddenly knights are reasonably dying here, and well, Lux now needs to retreat. I think this would have been the better timing here. So they should have picked better colors. Blue and red in the same team is not really common. Well, it's not ECL rules, right? ECL forbid that, for example, you always have to either pick even numbers or odd numbers. So would be 3-1 against 2-4. Could be better. Dogao now moving in. We'll have +1 defense. Yo will finish +2 defense any second. Let's take a look here. Okay. Disengaging 4. Now. Villager count somewhat even. Slightly better for the SY guys. Yeah, 6 or 8 players will be more difficult for sure. Oh, Lux, that's a lot of losses for him. Ay. Losing 2.5 knights there without really doing too much damage. That might be the same hill area, so no hill advantage for Mr. Yo, I believe. At least from what I can see here. Do I not have low graphics on? Ah, that's so much better. And it was indeed the same elevation, I believe. It's weird. For how long have I been playing this way? Well, days with grid mod, everything looks different, obviously. But you want to have the low settings so that you can see the hills a bit better. +2 defense finishes now for Dogao, so same upgrades on everyone's units. Looks a bit out of position, might take some damage here as well. We'll lose 1 knight, some more damage on another one. The one in the back survives as well. Yo just camping that hill. Everyone going for more production. Numbers look pretty similar, still a small advantage for Dogao, but he, well, needs to reinforce from his home base. Oh, and now the Brazilians are finding a nice hill for themselves. Let's take a look how much they can pressure from here. Well, 7 range against 6 range from ATC. Maybe he just wants to go for some. This is going to be a rough one for SY. Lux is now running around. Are they willing to take this engagement? I don't really think so. More knights coming up. Do we see extra stables? Looks like 4 even for Miguel. So they're going for a lot of aggression. Might catch some crossmen off guard here. Looks, did he add stables? Yes, he did as well. 4 stables for him as well. Here at the 30-minute mark, both teams realizing, okay, this was pretty heavy in Castle Age. Both with pretty even villager counts as Y. Actually, now 2-3 behind. But Dogao, well, he didn't even have a wheelbarrow. Kind of sloppy. Yo, does he really want to take this engagement? I think this is a horrible move. I think this should be really good for the Brazilians. Still keeping that hill. Miguel moving a bit out of position. That wasn't the greatest thing, but he has some knights coming from the right-hand side as well. Dogao has some army here at the top, as we can see. Knights shouldn't really be that idle over here, and I think this is still the better engagement for the Brazilians. Crossbowmen on the hill against those knights, but just too good. Mr. Yo up to him. This is a horrible timing for him. Why is he losing so much of his army? Actually, he didn't lose that much of his army, but, well, still taking the engagement just shortly before clicking him. Feels so weird to me. Oh, Lux had the better numbers there, and actually that engagement was pretty weak from Brazil. Should have camped on that hill a bit better. Maybe didn't expect the jump. Oof. Why did they take such an awful fight? I'm not even sure who you're talking about. Adding some more archer ranges. Gold here at the front. Where are our other gold spots? One at the front here and the other one. Okay, so he has a reasonable amount of gold. The Chinese? I don't know. +2 attack now for Miguel. He's getting some raids in the back here. Doesn't have a lot of knights protect his eco. Not all villagers can actually fit into the TC. Knights going over at the right hand side. If they made it to the woodline, that could have been some extra kills as well. Lyx has +2/+2 on his knights as well. And suddenly, Miguel only at 75 villagers. I think they need to jump and do some damage here to Mr. Yo. Are you planning to use capture it at any time in the future? Well, it's not open, right? So I did stream some with it, or not stream some of them, tested it some. I think they want to have it kind of exclusive for some events, but maybe I will get some. Oh, Lyx now going for the big raids here. Capture of the hippo. How would I call that? COTH? Oh, that was just horrible for Dogao running in there, and that's a lot of losses trying to get out there, but this is so rough. Incoming now from Mr. Yo, and he will just smash through all this Castle Age army. Oh boy, Lyx just winning the game here for SY as it feels, doing so much to Miguel, who was idle at the front, and now we have Yo chasing this down quite beautifully. All the crossroads of Dogao going down, look at that. He had... well, over 50 military, surely. Miguel only at 18, the real difference in numbers. But look at that, Eco is just so idle. And now they're behind by a solid 15 villagers here. If we add up both teams. Dogao thinking red is his friend. Well, normally it's Marco or me playing red. But yeah, Miguel always is green. That was a pretty poor engagement for sure. Still active with those raids, and okay, that's another TC, so he is at 4 TCs, which I count isn't that bad. Coinage now even for Mr. Yo. Interesting. TC going down. Dogao, where's his army? Okay, intercepting some knights here. That's nice, 3 kills, but I think they needed him a bit more here. And well, look at that. Now the sling even started. Pop 150 for Mr. Yo, and they are moving forward. Miguel, he will lose that TC as well. Can't really get onto any production. That's why most likely will take game number 1 here. Don't really see them regrouping. Abeles are coming over, but that is taking quite some time for sure. What do we have here? A castle in the center of the map. We have a castle over here. Miguel loses 3 TCs in a time span of like 3 minutes. Has some knight, but where should he really go? And those Abeles alone, oh, they won't even win that fight against either army, kind of. And surely if Lyx gets +4 and Cavaliers, he's just smashing through all those Abeles. Yeah, Miguel is not getting any gold at the moment, I believe. Well, 1 free one in the back. TC number 4 down. Why are we still in this game? Seems like Dogao really is the pushing force here, but he will lose all his Abeles, right? Abeles even reinforcing from Mr. Yo at that side. Knights are jumping on the army. That looks like the engagement from before. Yeah, we have some knight raids, as we can see in Lyx space, but that's not too important because, well, they're just smashing through Dogao's army, which was kind of the only chance for them to ever get a comeback rolling. And even here, look at that, focusing down in barracks. Lyx has endless amount of knights still left behind this. Stone walls behind here. Cannot get the TC kill in return. Dogao is still microing like a madman, sending some more stuff over, but now that timing might just seal the deal. Oh, the wall fails here from Mr. Lyx, but won't really change too much. Blue Axe here, Mr. Yo saying, okay, there's still some Abeles from Dogao. But look at that. Population just out of this world. Roughly 100 pop a difference here in favor of the Chinese. And they're just expanding on the map. Should be setting up trade as well now. And once they get all the upgrades, Dogao cannot do anything. Miguel completely out of this as well. Even getting denied with those CCs. And I'm not really sure. Maybe they want to tire the SY guys. It is a bit later for them, but still. Well, full-time Age of Empires players, right? So it's not the end of the world for them to play at like 10 p.m. Paladin upgrade now for Mr.Lyx as well. Continuing with some raids. Miguel is on the way to Imp, but well, without any control over his gold spots, that won't be too pretty. Where is he going to Imp? Well, those Cavaliers could actually right-click that one. 50 villagers going in. Oh man, oh man, oh man. And that TC will fall as well. And Paladin upgrade is kicking in any second as well. Miguel is just trying to expand. Has a lot of TCs as well. Now one last here, and that will be some dead villagers for sure. 49 at the moment. And well, Yo isn't really going for the biggest kills. That's a lot of stables. It just feels like Miguel is getting some sling. Did I miss some? That's a lot of stables, guys. Oh boy, and those Abeles wanted to get home, but well, finding actually a quite solid spot here. Paladin. Oh god, that upgrade takes so long. Don't like that Lyx isn't really preparing the trade, but well, they know how much the game is over, right? Extra gold spots for Mr. Yo as well, and this is one of the strangest GG timings I've seen in quite some time. I have one player at pop 50, now reaching him, building a monastery in no man's land. This is so weird. Who is the China team again? You can see the names here at the bottom. Yo and Lyx. Cavalier upgrade. What? Why are we in this game? Okay, now raiding here. Paladin still around. Not even killing any villagers. Chivalry. Lyx production will get so much faster. Balancing discussions even to change that upgrade to be not that sick. I honestly don't mind. SY must be so confused by the game. Feels like it, right? Dogao given some more resources. Well, Miguel has now 3 relics. So if SY refuses to trade and the game goes for 3 more hours, I think Brazil might have an advantage. Oh, Obelisk getting caught off guard here. GG. And a really, really weird timing. And yeah, that was the one sick move by Lyx when Dogao and Miguel had the timing. Just shortly before Mr. Yo reached Imp. They had such a big army lead, but didn't really use it properly. Didn't go and kill Mr. Yo, then he got Arbalest. Meanwhile, Lyx got so big raids in the back here of Miguel, who couldn't really wall himself perfectly and just fell behind too much. So that Yo's Arbalest could just clear up everything after that. Well played by the Chinese guys for sure. Score will be updated to 1-0. And we'll take a look at the stats. Miguel's KD, well, it's tough to look good there, right? Largest army 70 by Mr. Yo, pretty solid. And yeah, gold control for SY was just sick. Yo even slung quite a bit in the end, as we saw here, just to get Lyx onto more paladins there in the long run. Next map will be Steppe or Bedouins. I'm not really sure whose home map it is. And we will read up with the civilization settings. Gaming rules, stragglers, no TC starts. Tournament map pool settings. Civilization settings. Random or team randoms not allowed. Team cannot pick the same civilization twice in a series. Okay, so just hidden pick, no repeat. Okay, any more questions? Dogao strongest Brazilian at the moment? Might be true. Might be true. Really playing out of his mind at the moment. Yeah. This Sunday we will have a big 3-3 tournament. Secret AM and Suomi playing, and 11s and 12s. We have another Hippo tournament coming our way. Clever people already know what it is. I think I dropped like 4 hints in the last 2 streams. I will see. Banner? Do I need the banner or not? Some people said I didn't need it. Or do I need it? And tell me now. You need it? What? Then someone gave me the wrong information earlier. But I don't need it in-game, right? Image. DA. Banned, probably. Okay, let's jump into game number 2 here. We have Mr. Yo playing Mongols on steppe. He will have Lyx playing Spanish, and apparently you just build your TC wherever you spawn, not really next to berries. And we have Mongols and Chinese on the other side. So Dogao should be ahead in villagers here quite nicely. Yo and his Mongols, well, he's an absolute beast with those for sure. Only big hippos. I think every hippo is beautiful. No fat hippo shaming, please. Chinese always wait long. Yeah, but only if they are losing, not if they are winning, right? The delayed timing. Time for any questions, time for any comments, guys. And yeah. As this is steppe and it's really tough to do anything, we won't even have any boss deals since we don't even have scouts on this map. What are these houses? Well, we have 2 yurts spawning. Oh, actually 3. Ah yeah, pop 15, true. 3 yurts just spawning here to kind of indicate where your starting base is. Which div do you prefer more in this match? Good question. I think in 3v3 the Spanish composition, and 2v2 the Chinese composition. I think they should be able to do a lot of early damage. And Spanish, let me think about it. What else do we have? We have Bedouins. Their Chinese are really good as well. I think I might even prefer Chinese on Bedouins then. Yeah. So maybe Spanish Mongols might be better, considering what other maps we have. Chinese so OP on Nomad maps, yeah. I made a request. Oh, that's not the greatest lure ever. To only give them +2 villagers and give them another 60 food back. So spawning with, what is that, 5 villagers and 60 food. Or 40 food. Something like that. Oh, I did the math. Now I'm confusing myself. Miguel and Yo up here. So the 2 Mongol players. Should see a lot of scouts from them. Full scouts into Light Cav Monk? No. We'll see full scouts from Mr. Yo. And probably... I don't know what Lux is going for. Dogao is really late as well. Should be archers from him. Holding the second lumber camp, so a lot of villagers on food. Gold is somewhat open for him. Does he have another gold spot? One at the right hand side here. Okay, now going for that one. And Chinese Mongols just feels like such a more natural composition compared to Spanish and Mongols. And yeah, Lux is just going for the trash. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. And that will be ugly for Dogao. Let's take a look. What does he see? Oh, lost his horse instantly. So he will have zero idea about what's going on. And Lux, well, what did he scout? He saw the TC. Now see the barracks. 5 villagers around for him. Tough to pressure the woodlines on Bedouins, but he can surely go for the gold. And Lux will play super aggressively. We will have to take a close look at how the scout was going at the left-hand side as well, though. Collecting some gold already. Is Yo trying to go for early bloodlines? Looks a bit like it. Barracks now for Lux. Probably just to add 1-2 spearmen. Dogao, is he housed or what is going on here? Why don't we have an archer range? And now sees... oh god! Deleted. And he won't even finish that house. Oh, that's ugly. No archer range. Oh god, you cannot do that. Dogao, what? We'll take 8 villagers here. We'll take 9 villagers. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I think this is a mistake, this tower. Let's take a look. Will he lose anything? Okay, he's trying to go for some attack. Now wall's a bit behind this. And Lux will just give it up. But will build 1 tower behind. And that's a lot of idle time for Dogao. And also not allowing himself to have any stone for further towers. Stone very open for him, that villager. Or in some mood for some aggression here apparently. And now sending more villagers on gold. Still no archer range. Left hand side, what did we miss? KD 2-0 for Mr. Yo. So good start for him. Miguel now running around though and might catch some off guard. Look at that. Double scout harass here. If only I could zoom out. If only I'd have capture age here to catch both of the actions. Villagers are going down for sure. Spearman against Spearman fight. It looks a bit better here for Mr. Yo though, who has 4-2 KD. Spearmen don't really matter too much. And it feels like Yo killed 2 wilds and only lost 1. Next tower here by Mr. Lux will block a lot of potential farms at the front. Still 3 villagers on gold. It just feels like Yo against Miguel might be the deciding factor. Lux and Dogao slowing themselves down so long. Miguel, can he get on the other side? Can he get some kills? Oh, potentially. But scouted by the mill of Mr. Yo, so they should maybe communicate here. Oh, Miguel, he's completely blind. He has no idea where to go, really. Now sees a mill. Can we see some quick words from Mr. Lux? Instantly pulls his villagers. Scouts are coming over, but low HP scouts here from what I can see. But can... Oh, no damage done. Okay, that's a fight Miguel should win. Even quite heavily, look at that. Lost 1 scout himself, killed 4. That was really sexy for him. Mr. Yo should not have taken that engagement. Quite horrible, honestly. What are the next steps? Okay, now towers the mill here, but only one deal left anyways. That was pretty weird. See Yo behind him, villagers as well. I think it looks better for the Brazilians here. We should snag that villager as well. 2 more hits needed. Overtakes it. Bam. Great job. Not watching for 20 seconds. Well, that was not the greatest engagement. Probably have taken 1 gold now for Miguel. Thinking about castle aging potentially. Looks still with the aggression. Can go for the castle at 1 point. Miguel's resources, 80 food here. Dogao now coming over with some archers. Something that Mr. Yo will have a lot of problems fighting against. How is the military looking for Mr. Yo? Only 3. Look at that, 4 military to 18. Those archers are coming over here. Miguel will do a lot of damage, and that's completely unprotected in the back. He did build 1 tower here at his gold. Might get enough stone to get a second one up, though. Yeah, this woodline. Archers are coming over. Let's take a look how safe his lurks. At his wood and at his berries. Defensive tower. Nice move by Mr. Yo. Anticipating what might come to him. We'll have the berries denied quite heavily. But that's it for now. Mr. Yo, is he continuing to produce scouts? Oh boy, this is pretty bad for him. And the fight better for Miguel as well. Goes for wheelbarrow now. Archers trying to snag some. And gets 1 kill. Those are just outside. Let's take a look. If we can see any more units die. Not really. There's a lot of idle time by Mr. Yo. Look at that. 12 idle villagers at the moment. If they just camp, that's totally fine for the Brazilians here. Sending more villagers? What? He's sending more stone villagers through the center of the map. What's going on here? Feels like his stone is running dry. Not really. Archers unprotected at the moment. Miguel is moving over. That's a bit weird to me, leaving those archers exposed. That's a mistake, honestly. It's a really big mistake. Has another defensive tower up here and looks, well, that's solid play by him for sure. Archers, well, they got some of the scouts, but simply that those are dead makes it so much easier for Mr. Yo to defend here. This is the opening match of this tournament, group stage, so no real brackets as of yet. We can take a look at the groups in between game number 2 and 3 though. Sends even more villagers on stone here. What's going on? Now the market, we're obviously expecting Listadors. Miguel with a beautiful game against Mr. Yo here. Even expanding towards the center here. That's interesting. Something that, well, Mr. Yo couldn't really afford. 300 food for him, not using his TC. Okay, now wheelbarrow. Is this maybe a spot where you sling? Oh boy! The big move in here, but there's a lot of towers. Did snag 3 villagers. Didn't lose a single archer yet. Lost a lot of HP on those though. Okay. That might still be worth it. And suddenly we only have 6 villagers here. And 6 villagers are... Oh, now I will blow your mind. 6 villagers aren't building the castle as fast as 9. Did you know that, guys? Oh boy, and losing another one. And another one. I like the spot the Brazilians put themselves in. Can we see another snack? Oh god, and now only 4. This won't be an aggressive castle anymore. Like, how? He needs to build it like super defensively here. And Dogao, he can just move in. The scouts can be there as well. Miguel now up to castle age. He sends 2 more villagers, but intercepted as well. Beautiful move here. Miguel very active with his scouts. Has forging, so we'll snag those quite easily as well. Overtaking and then hitting from the other side. That llama, not that scary in the back. 1 extra TC, 2 extra TCs here for Mr. Miguel. And Lyx, where will he build the castle? Don't really see a good spot. Maybe if just 2 knights are coming over, they can completely deny that, and he needs to build the castle defensively. Would be not the ideal situation for him. Dogao keeps his army at home for now. The more builds, the faster you build. Sick! Not the biggest fan of that knight raid. I think the scouts can do quite a lot there as well. We'll see. University in the back looks... What is that? Guard tower! Okay, well, has 4 towers at an interesting spot for sure. Is he trying to build that castle? Oh, this is so risky. He is. And defensive castle by Dogao. Guys, this is... The castle is denied. It's only at 300 HP though. But he won't get the castle up. Dogao will get his up most likely. Interesting move. Beautiful team play here by the Brazilians. And well, Dogao needs to do a good job of microing all low HP villagers back. Guard tower still doing their damage. But Knights soaking some shots as well. Villagers, as you can see, all the low HP ones at the right hand side. Dogao just doing a pretty good job of not losing any. And castle is up, lost 1. It's fine for him. And well, quite a nice play. Let's take a look. Do we see the castle now needs to go up very defensively here? Army is coming over, shouldn't really intercept it in time though. Mr. Yo now going for all the upgrades in the books. Oh, goes for Mango Dice himself. Interesting. Okay, so no knight production from him. So it will be Mango Die Conquistador. Against probably Mango Die Knight. So, oh no, I'm not Mango Die, Chukunu. Oh, actually, it's going for Crossbowman. Okay. Then we need to see a big castle age attack. Where are the crossbowmen of Dogao? Can't really see them. Oh, they parted ways. Don't really know why. Huh. Could get some kills in, but low HP. Guard towers can do quite a bit. 2 down, 3 down. Oh boy. Well, it will be annoying, crossbowman, but 1 Kong can easily kill it here. Is he actually going for Chukunu or is he just staying on crossbowman? That doesn't make that much sense. Mango Dice of Mr. Yo, +2 attack, bloodlines for them. Knights, no +2 defense for Miguel. That's why they're taking quite a lot of damage against those TCs. Eco, just incredible advantage here for the Brazilians as well. Conquistadors, though, they might get some kills. Let's take a look what we will see. Knights need to run to find another target. Stable, should that be stable number 3? Indeed, by Miguel added now. Trying to run around, shouldn't really do a lot of damage. Guard tower, TC, castle, everything here. And those knights, as we mentioned earlier, only +1 defense shouldn't really get a lot of stuff done. Crossbowmen running around. Ballistics now flying in for him as well. Dogao advancing to the front. They are ahead by 40 villagers now in the team. That's so good. Should Miguel go for camels instead of knights, they will fight Kongs and Mango Dice. Never mind. Never mind. He actually is going for camels. But +2 defense would be so much more important. Let's him moving those villagers at the front. TC number 3, somewhat late as well. Look at that, Dogao. He isn't far away from clicking up to Imperial Age as well. Crossman, I think he with ballistics against no ballistics. It's pretty much impossible for Mr. Yo to take that fight here. And that's why he is disengaging Miguel. Going for the upgrades. He probably forgot that he needed to go for the +2. Has a castle of his own. And look at that. Quite a lot of villagers on stone. So that will be the Mangudai transition as well. Not the best army composition ever. Like Mangudai, Chukunu, if you don't have the greatest mobility from the Chinese player. But I think it should still be fine. Trying to go for some more raids. Yo, he is just trying to hold on to dear life. No one up to him yet, but imp timing should be so much faster for the Brazilians. And I just realized, guys, you should have told me. Those flags look horrible. You will take a look at the fight while I'll adjust the flags. And we see someone going imp as well. Mr.Dogao here. Defensive siege workshops by Lux. So wants to go for some mangonels as well. Rampage for Dogao. I think it will be an aggressive castle. Oh, Rampage potentially, yeah. It's his first siege workshop though. Normally Rampage together with crossbowmen or ranged units isn't the best idea, because you can just build like 3 mangonels and will have the perfect defense. Yo, trying to expand a bit. Castle number 2 here for Miguel. Yo wants to go for some more control upgrade. So Miguel only +1. Now fighting on the castle should be really fine for him though. Camels from the back. Let's take a look. Can he go to the left hand side? Fight, 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 fight. Oh, that's pretty solid for him. Gets 1 Mangudai. Can he get a second one? Yes, he can. That was pretty sweet for him. Miguel up to him. Mr. Yo sitting at 300 food, 300 gold. So that will be quite a big difference. Losing some villagers here in the back. 4 going down. And let's take a look. Ram push will continue. And Miguel, now he can mess up a bit better as well with 3 castles compared to the only 1 castle here of Mr. Yo. Goes for hand cut now. Oh god, his imp timing will be so late. Oh, Mango shot could be pretty solid here. Got a ground attack in here. Second one pretty solid as well. And Dogao here, he doesn't want to lose those before Bracer, Arbalest and Thumbring are kicking in. Some more raids here. Mangonel losing some HP, but Dogao, with all his imp upgrades, he will be fine dealing with that castle age push. Oh, even requested Miguel to come over, and they will easily clear that up together. I think either army would actually win this one. And oh, nice ground attack though. Wow, actually with those low HP, the Conquistadors can do some stuff. Camel shouldn't really focus on the Mangonel, but well, maybe they just feel like this is the more scary unit, and that's why they focus down on this. Oh, okay, Dogao, nice split there last second. Miguel needs to run. Mangudai numbers, not that scary for him. Well, same military number as Miguel, so I'll kind of take that back. Only the 4 camels. I don't know how to say that sentence. Okay, we'll have Dogao now pushing on with the Rams. Miguel grouping up here, and we have the GG timing a bit earlier this time from his Y than we saw from Brazil before, and that was pretty solid. Mr. Yo taking a horrible engagement there in midfield age, kind of costing him the game. Felt so weird. And then beautiful move by Dogao, sniping villager after villager, getting enough stone for that castle. So I don't even know where he got that stone from, honestly. Did he have a spot? Oh yeah, no, he had, that was gold. Where did he get that stone from? I don't even know. Ah, it was that spot. Okay. to get the castle up, deny the castle of Mr.Lyx, and then they were in the prime position for sure. 1-1 in this best of 5 series. Even if you lose, it's not the end of the world, but winning is obviously better if you only have 3 matches to play. Otherwise, you would need to win the other 2. KD is very low in this game, we have to say. Highest kills, 43 by Mr. Miguel+Dogao with 50 military again, but only got 27 kills out of those. Golden Come, so much better for the Brazilians in this game. And Eco, they were heavily ahead. Nice play. And we're going into game number 3 with even footage. The next map will be Bedouins, the kind of home map of China. Castle army feels weird, right? Yeah. Well, it's not your typical Arabia army, right? If you don't want the Spanish to have like mass castle age, you want to have him on Kongs, and then the Mongols player didn't have any upgrades. Mangolites isn't that bad. But it's really tough to mass up there. What do you prefer, super late game? Elite Mangolite Shukunu or Elite Mangolite Paladin? Elite Mangolite Paladin. By far. But it's more costly to get to Paladin compared to Elite Shukunu, right? Price pool of this tournament over 2.5k. I will take a look at Double H announcement. Scheduling. So one group is Nikov MBL, Doubt Slam, Finland and Vietnam. And the other group is Tato Viper, Miguel+Dogao, Yo+Lyx, and I don't know. Vietnam, I believe. What? I think so. Let me see. Why don't we have a bracket somewhere? I don't want to send sign-ups. Price pool, stream, rules and settings. Brackets. Okay. Now we can add those. So those are the brackets. So bracket will be edit comment bracket DA. Okay, I think that should be fine now, right? Double H bracket. So it will be Yo+Lyx, Larry Hart. Larry Hart in there as well. Rio is with Miguel+Dogao. I didn't even know that. Okay, guys, let's jump into game number 3. As I said, home map of China. And we're looking into Mr. Yo playing Indians on Bedouins. His teammate will be Mr.Lyx on the very other side of the map. And we have Dogao kind of a closer distance, I would say, to Mr. Yo here. And in the very corner at the top, Miguel playing the Indians. Oh, 3:59. That's a pause. Thinking about restarting this one. Hard playing AE. Are there run escape servers down? I don't know. Well, Doubt Slam, I think they will just get smashed. Let me see, what are the groups again? So Doubt Slam, well, back TSM, say my name. That's actually the weak. What? The group feels so much weaker. Group A feels so much weaker than Group B. Sick. Okay. Well, then you kind of need to win this match to advance. Yeah. This is the kind of already first round must win scenario. Slam can carry. Well, let's pray. But I won't. Don't really expect it, honestly. Slam can only carry so much. Not sure if he can actually carry Doubt. Could be realistic. Viper's team, Larry's team, and Yo's team with the strong Brazilians. Yeah, it's sick. It's really sick. And restart called by Mr. Miguel. He was pretty far off, so I don't mind that. And Dogao couldn't really get onto Conquistadors there as well. They're saving, and we can go back again. Standings, matches. Oh, okay. Let me see, ECL bracket. That's my picture. What is that bracket? That's for tomorrow. Yeah. Well, you all know. Nothing going on there. Lyrics team consists of him and Hart. So Hera actually didn't make it into the tournament. That's interesting. So he should probably crush Gold League then. Twix, Sobek, Chart Cloud, Ferno and Cito. Winchester playing as well. Spring and Metal. Okay. Interesting. Really interesting. Hera and Daniel Doubt sent up last minute. Just Doubt things and took their spot, yeah. Is he low slow? Well, didn't Daniel break 2.4k as well? Watch the 3v3 tournament at the weekend. It's not 3v3, it's 3v3 3 times. You can see it on the schedule. It is fixed positions, no sling, organized by MemTV. Starting 12 GMT, and then we have 3 best of 5s, Secret Xiaomi, and I am participating in this one. Pause at 3:59 should be banned. Yes, won't be allowed in my tournaments. He didn't even ask Slam before signing up? What? This will be so bad for them. Oh god, this will be bad for them. Should I message him that I should play with them? Trying to get admin win against Nikov and MBL. Goes to Finland and crush BNA. Fixed position and no sling, indeed. Will be interesting. And we are jumping into game number 3. Try number 2 here. Let's take a look at the spawns this time. Uh-oh, looks like we have Mr. Yo. Right hand side pretty far alone. Miguel already building his TC as well. Looks still running. And he builds his TC where? Still not building. Deleted it. Okay, so 199 stone for him. Lost 1 wood, 1 stone there with that TC. And yeah, this will be a restart as well. Dogao running around here as well. Okay, interesting stuff. Yeah, Lux cannot be happy with this start. Didn't really know where to build his TC. Knows Miguel should be close by. For Dogao, it's actually quite nice. Yeah, they do not have that many pawns. But if Miguel is playing super aggressively, they can just get the Spanish player up to Conquistadors quite nice and early. Take a look. Or am I confused? Is this not a restart? It is a restart, yeah. Okay, okay. So, yes. I think we might be out of restart. I will reread the rules, but most likely best of 5, meaning 1 restart each, right? Settings, map pick, civilizations, price pool, 3k even, guys. 3k price pool, restarts. To call restart, player must type re into global game start. Oh, with the capital R. So actually they broke the rules. Into the global game chat, no later than 4 in-game minutes. No player should resign from the game instead of save and exit. Should be initialized. Makes sense. There will be 1 restarts in best of 3, best of 5, and best of 7 series. There will be 2 restarts per team in main league final, but 1 team can only call both in the same map. Oh, interesting rule. Okay, okay. Doubt should have teamed up with Fire. Admin caused no scaling with Fire. Dogao and Miguel so close. Yeah, they were. Imagine deuce between those 2 TCs. I would have been something. Nearly interesting. Am I saying that so often? Didn't know that. Interesting. Sending me voice messages when people know that I'm streaming. Feels nilly, man. Okay. Let's hear what she has to say. Oh, even a long one. Okay, got an invitation for some barbecue for tomorrow. Well, I'm casting Aspiring Expert League grill. Why aren't I checking my schedule? Maybe I will do that either way. Not sure. How's the weather in Germany? In Hamburg, 20 degrees. Grill wants to grill, indeed. Why are your friends doing a barbecue when they could watch your stream instead? Well, I think it's like public viewing style. Actually, weather is great. There's some good arguments for it. Also some arguments against it. Let me see. Who is streaming tomorrow? Friday, 17 GMT Community Games T90. Yeah, but a friend grill, not a grill friend. Maybe do you think? I don't know yet. They're taking their time to start the game. I don't know. Saturday, by the way, we will have a lot of stuff coming your way as well. Back T vs Hera, followed by ECL. Second semi-final Heresy against AM. Best of 5 coming your way. And then we have Hera coaching after that at 20 GMT. So Saturday is going to be a long one. Could be a reason to skip Friday. Tricky. I don't know yet. Oh, I don't know. 12 GMT is also in the middle of the day. Oh, the Back T vs Hera Show match was rescheduled. What? I talked to Hera today. What do you do if you grill your vegan mushrooms? Yeah. Mushrooms, basically the only thing I can eat. And love and yeah, that's actually it. Maybe I chew on some plants if I find some.
Yes, Dad gone.
Busy weekend with the 3-3s on Sunday, that's true. Dogao forgot civilization, so we are going back again. Oh god, those are so stupid. Fail after fail. Fail after fail. Fail after fail. Back to Hera so much was rescheduled. Why? That's confusing to me. Well then let me talk to Hera. Your match was rescheduled. 20 GMT is fine for me actually. I'll just keep it to 20 GMT. Apparently Back T has its cuff. If you have a cuff on Thursday, you need to reschedule a match on Saturday? A show match? Feels weird. Now they're discussing, should they get an extra restart? No, obviously not. Just the same civilizations again. And the first 4 minutes of game 3 take longer than the whole series so far. Yeah, that's true. Rescheduled for 27th of April. Okay, I won't be around then. Okay, so Heresy against AM will be our highlight then. 16 GMT. Thanks for telling me, guys. Some biased casting there. What do I do with tomorrow? I wanted to do more real life stuff, but I also want to stream. Did you cast Classic Pro vs Loja? No. They are playing, I believe, tomorrow as well, right? Classic Pro against Golden End. Tomorrow 17 GMT. In real life stream. Ah, no, not the biggest fan of that, honestly. Speculate, down to 1 minute. Do some real life stuff, mate. Good for the soul, but bad for the subs, guys. Responsibilities in my life. Didn't stream yesterday, right? Did I stream? No, I didn't stream yesterday. Oh, I did stream yesterday. Actually 6 hours or something. Oh god. I even forgot. Yeah, I didn't want to stream yesterday. But then I ended up casting or streaming endlessly. Maybe I will take off tomorrow. Project Belgium against Cool. I can maybe recast that in the evening as well. By the way, I streamed like out of the last 40 Mondays, I streamed like 35. And I was traveling all 5 of them. That was Christmas and Bahamas. And every other Monday I streamed. So, taking German Monday quite seriously. Not taking that game seriously. Something will surely happen. Need thinking about casting Rex turning into Escape now. Sorry! Well, 12 GMT is just early. I'm not sure. Maybe I will just take the full day off? Tricky to say. La 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 lum. Age of Empires. Guys, time for your questions, please. Okay, what should I write her? Oh, I'm still streaming. Cannot buy stuff. But well, I have spots where I can buy stuff. Ich kann immer noch am Altona Bahnhof kaufen. Maybe you will come back and play better. Well, that's the dream, right? Okay. Did I miss something? Not really. Just pull a Viper and disappear for 3 months? Well, I always knew where he was. Does anyone know when Doubt's wedding is? Do you have a date for that? Looks ahead by probably 3 villagers. Yeah, should be something like that. Isn't Dark Age area too beautiful and peaceful? Well, I'd say peaceful. Come back and play better like Jordan? Wouldn't that be a dream? At least streaming Doubt's wedding? No, I was playing the qualifiers, but it didn't qualify for Doubt's wedding. Feels nearly, man. I hope Doubt puts a qualifying tournament for Nilly. Well, yeah, that's what he actually said. Like, I was a bit surprised. We talked during NAC. He told me that he will propose, and he asked me if I'd come, and then he said, "Oh no, I'll let you qualify." Yeah, but then I probably got an admin loss. Feels Nilly, man. No, seriously, what do you eat at barbecue? Mushrooms? That's basically it, yeah. There's nothing else I can eat. There aren't any other vegetables that are vegan. Bread is never vegan. There's no supplements or anything that could be vegan. Potatoes aren't vegan, no. No, it's only mushrooms, I believe. No. Eggplants and peppers aren't vegan, guys. It's only mushrooms. Miguel up to Village with pop 15. That's a pretty solid start here, we have to say. Corn burgers, for example. Yeah, obviously, guys, there's endless stuff that I can eat. Lyx going double lumber camp. Something I haven't seen for quite some time on Bedouins. And we have Mr. Yo with a very late timing. It's tough to say that, but he was just missing the second building here, apparently. And is now sending more over. Will that be a fast castle? Looks a bit like it. What is Lyx going for? I don't know. Okay, Miguel, with the early uptime. You have to question yourself, though. 15 villagers. Yeah, you are very early. And how are your resources looking? Okay, can get the second stable. Didn't go for loom. Now squeezing it in. That's a solid timing here for Bedouins, for sure. Yo now going up. He is on gold. I think this will be a fast castle from him. So camel action there. Lyx. Probably going for scouts. Miguel+Dogao was trying to trash here as the Spanish. 4 on stone for him. Is now going back though. Tries to sneak with some more villagers. Only mushrooms at barbecue. That sounds worse than sitting all day at PC and streaming, right? That's why I will go for the later one. Go for the later. I think streaming, like here I can at least also I don't know. Drink some sugar water, but I don't want to carry that to the barbecue. So mushrooms and sugar water here. Only mushrooms when I do barbecue. So this one should be so much better. Does anyone remember the vegan duck fiasco? I did not hear that, no. Oh, villagers getting hurt here, but Lyx shouldn't really lose anything there. Or should he? Sending low HP villager back. 10 HP, but now jumping into it. Some stuff here. Miguel still very active with his scouts. Lyx did go for some as well. Spearman is getting a solid hit off here in the back. Oh, look at that. That's some shenanigans. Lyx in some troubles for sure. Villagers fighting that scout down. Next tower is coming up. And Mr. Yo now with loom. Had too few villagers on gold. Now goes for the market. So no defense upgrades for him. Goes for one scout as well. Build order not that smooth. Here by our Chinese superstar. Playing the Indians for a change. Go Titanic, pop 18 only. Well, here's 3 villagers behind now. But continues with his aggression. Controlling a lot of the wood lines. Yo, he will be up 1550 castle time on an OTC starting map. Hashtag solid. For sure. That is that open? Yeah. Kind of weird. Okay, scouts running around. We should have Mr. Yo pretty safe though. Only 2 on gold. What is this? He isn't really going for camels. Has some random scouting sheep. Dogao continues with his tower madness. Scouts won't really get too much done here. Take a look. Do we have more scouts for Lyx? Now queuing up some more. Has 2 double decks for Mr. Yo. How is he getting more villagers onto gold? I'm a bit confused by his plans here. Yo's resources must look so bad. Look at that. 500 food, 50 gold at the moment. Is that a pure boom or what is he doing? Scout fight now here in the back against those villagers. One going down without the villager kill. Most of them very low HP. And oh boy, that's a lot of scouts for Miguel. This could be a really aggressive tower. Like maybe even in here. Against, look at that. 5, 6 scouts here. This is going to be really rough. Could have gone even wilder in my opinion. Fighting against all those villagers. And the scouts, I don't think they need to take that fight. Microing away a bit here, and well, that's a lot of low HP villagers now. Tries to go for the defensive tower. The Tower of Dogao should go up. Is he running in there? Not really. What do you have here for Mr. Yo? Camel out of 1 stable floats endless amount of resources. First is here at the top, and that tower, yeah, might go up. Looks kept his scouts alive. Even saving that villager. Nice play here by Lux. 20 idle villagers at the moment, though. That's pretty damn rough. Scout in the back here. Sees some villagers coming over. Doesn't really have the upgrades or the HP to win that fight, though. And will lose his life in exchange. 22 villagers here for Mr. Yo. But while he is castle age and is going for wheelbarrow, just feels so weird at the timing. And, well, not on gold yet, Mr.Dogao. Should maybe start thinking about that pretty soon. Camel did squeeze in. Scouts are there as well. He did send some villagers over. Tried to get the walls up. Couldn't get them in time. And, yeah, loses all those villagers. Now some sling towards Miguel. Interesting. So all eyes on him. He should probably go for the masked camels now. Let's take a look. Has 2 stables here. There's an amount of villagers on gold as well. If in the future they are able to sanitize meat and skip out the whole mass and the industry, would you try it? Obviously. Yeah. Okay, Sling continues here. Camels should have 0 upgrades, right? Yeah, not a single upgrades on that. Miguel has +1/+1 and bloodlines. Should heavily win fights, maybe even against boars. What is... And some fails over here as well. This is Ask Reddit a bit. It's more Ask Nilly, I would say, than Ask Reddit. But something like that, yeah. Okay, camel numbers now looking pretty solid. 10 military here to 10 military overall. Dogao with the sling behind this. I think he had a good spot, honestly. 400 food and this amount of food income. Did he not have any gold? He should have enough gold control as well. Look at that. I think he just could have gone Kongs. A bit surprised that they are going for the sling. Interesting. +2 defense now for Miguel as well. Making a +3 against all range units. Mr. Yo finishing TC number 3. Still having quite a solid amount of shorefish in the back. Even picking up some relics. Quite a big mass of spearmen here to defend. Miguel, can he do something? Running under the TC. We need to see some more quick walls, and then all the houses could be deleted. I think Miguel might get some damage done here. Let's take a look. Do we have any quick walls? No, he's just pulling those villagers away. Goes for the spearman. Takes some damage under the tower, and the TC gets 0 villagers so far. Okay, now some are somewhat trapped, but camels, they aren't really the designed unit to kill a lot of villagers. Not a single villager died, I believe. So unfortunate for Miguel. Okay, now he snipes 1. Snipes a second one. And that was it. Oh god, that was the spot where I felt like 8 villagers could have died. And he loses 2 camels. Kills 3 villagers. And that is it. Not too sick. Oh, I just heard another villager go down. Not really sure where though. Siege workshop now from Miguel. Wants to go for some aggression. And that's a ballsy Mr. Yo move here. Those villagers at the front. There's 10 villagers ahead. Is Lux slinging as well? Did I miss something? No. He has enough resources. Just got all the raids in earlier. He's now thinking about castling behind this. And he should be really scared of the conquistadors still. Not sure if they know that the sling is actually happening here. That looks like a conversion or something. No. Just the conversion stopped. Is there some comment to the rules and format of this tournament? DA. It's a 3K tournament, $3K tournament, 2v2 settings, 2 groups. Exclamation mark brackets will help you out as well. And will take place over the next, I believe, 8 weeks or something. There will be a small break in 3 weeks though. Talked to Lanchi and they actually pause the tournament for a week for the next Hippo event. 11th and 12th of May, because we're expecting a lot of players to be overlapping from this tournament and my tournament. Some more raids in the back here, and well, doing quite an okay job, but well, Camels, not the sickest thing ever under TCs. 2 monks doing their job as well. Uh-oh, feels a bit like Miguel. It's feeling the pressure a bit. All eyes on him. And as we mentioned earlier, in that really tough group with the Viper, Tato and Jordan in here as well, it's kind of a must-win scenario already here on day number 1 of this very tournament. After this we have, I believe, Nomad and Sahara as potential maps coming after this. Fetching now for Mr.Lyx. What is he going for? How much stone does he have? Enough to build a castle. So could maybe go on to Chukanus. Starting to see if Mr. Yo could die. Question is how important that is. Camels. Oh, Magnol now out. Will get the first kill. Second kill is here as well. Miguel, not with the greatest move. Will get one in return, but that wasn't great for him. Oh, actually continued with some towers. Defensive castle now to clear those up, but still some pressure on the starting to see of Mr. Yo. How's the boom of Miguel behind this? Has 3 TCs. And Mr. Yo sitting at 3 TCs himself. A lot of villagers idle, as you can see, 15 of those. Still, the sling continues. We have Chukanu production now from Mr.Lyx. Could be an option. Also could just go for some boom or maybe some sling. Sniping that mangonel. Now going for some more aggression. Doing a lot of damage to the barracks and the house instead of the TC, which he actually wants to kill. Monk, very aggressive here. Loses his life for it. Chukanu will deny Miguel push. Not too sure about this, honestly. It's quite a solid numbers of mangonels. Miguel needs to go back. Another monk lost here. Oi, 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 oi. Didn't look too great in game number 1. And this one, Miguel, you should be the one pushing. Oh, that was a beautiful ground attack though. Look at how low all those camels are. This was so good, and I think this is a heavy win for Miguel, even if he has lower numbers. But simply the killing should be so much easier. And look at that, Yo is now going back, losing all his camels here. That was horrible. Beautiful ground attack here by Mr. Miguel. Did so much there. And now trading off all armies. Military count 13 to 10 though. So not that sick. Yo+Dogao now on the way to Castle Age. Even Miguel up to Imperial Age. With the 76 villagers. I think the sling could have continued as well, though. Not really sure what Dogao wants to achieve in Castle Age. Goes for some eco upgrades. Does he want to go on to Conquistadors? Well, still has a lot of villagers on stone. So, solid indicator for that. Story of the game, kind of. Just random towers from Dogao everywhere. We're now going for a castle at this area. Not sure what this one will accomplish. More stable now. We had a conversion. +2, +2 against +2, +2 is no +2/+1 for Mr. Yo. +2, +2 for Miguel. Kind of weird that Mr. Yo went for the attack upgrade before the defense upgrade. Maybe he misread his own stats here. Dogao now reaching Castle Age. Will build the castle quite defensively. Lyx has all the information he wants. Chukanus could actually come over here, snag some villagers, but well, he patrols into the outpost first. Castle up now. Lyx is going for pikeman here. Interesting. Looks, that's a castle that shouldn't make him too happy. Huh, we'll see. Yo up to Imperial Age as well. I would say still somewhat of an even game. Just comes down to how well Miguel will be messing up his camel numbers here. Heavy camels should be coming in instantly. Give it to me, give it to me. Okay, different stable. And he really needs the pressure. Mr. Yo quite heavily. Shouldn't have the biggest problems though. Earlier imp timing. Slightly better eco. Maybe Dogao should just castle Age Sling. 2 TCs. What will his conquistadors really accomplish? Huh, I'm curious. Camels running around. Could maybe do some damage here at the top. Oh, looks solid. Okay, conquistadors now at the front. Defensive castle here. Let's take a look to Gunus. I think should be able to deal with that quite nicely. One build down, one conversion against him. Yeah, Dogao was just simply way too late here to do anything reasonable. Oh, that's a beautiful raid for Miguel though in the back. And Mr. Yo, that will be heavy losses. Just move to that gold spot and won't really notice that in time. 9 damage output now here. And yeah, snacks those away. Move at the front, not really happening though. One trap was out, loses those villagers as well. And, well, still all eyes on Miguel. He needs to make something happen. How are his resources looking? Is he banking up for Imperial Camel? Looks a bit like it. At the moment he's not really producing. Okay, now he's queuing up again. Trap moving forward. Mr. Yo. Maybe he should tech into Halberdiers as well. Don't really want to go for it though. Conquistadors of Dogao, where are those? Here in the back. Maybe sneaking around a bit. Will kill one villager, that's it. Oh, and that's a solid raid in the back again. Those camels, really active, doing a lot of stuff. Lovely moves. Looks up to him. How did 5 Kongs not kill that one single villager? Heavy camel upgrade for Mr. Yo. Miguel. Oh, he's going for the imp camel upgrade. Then it gets really rough. Monastery will die. An open relic. What do we have here? Oh, what's that of a sneaky TC? Okay. Mr. Yo. Game is still really scrappy. Conquistadors are running around. But Lyx, he should kill Dogao. So we need to see Miguel overrun Mr. Yo pretty quickly. Wong's still doing a beautiful job of holding this. Miguel simply doesn't have the numbers here at the front. Now goes for that TC. Will kill it. Uh-oh, Trap's in danger as well. Imp Camel will finish. Conversions against him potentially. Yeah, eats one conversion. Now needs to go back. Ay, rough one. Oh, but they will get a lot of kills in the back here. That's pretty sweet for them. Oh, but what a scrappy game. I really don't want to play this one. Just losing villages everywhere. You need to raid everywhere. Boom at some spots. The castle of Dogao will fall eventually. Villagers just trying to save themselves. Camels. Now Imperial. No last attack upgrade. Yo is going for Imperial as well. Overall population 30 more for the Brazilians. And a solid spot to maybe take game number 3 here. They are still in the aggression, but it's 1 player and imp against 2 players and imp. Monks now, they need to get the conversions in, starting from quite some solid distance. Let's take a look. And they got, I believe, oh, he didn't click different ones. I think there was only 1 conversion, maybe 2 or something, instead of the 5 he wanted to get. Oh, I see actually 3 conversions, so I will take that back. And still, really wanted to get all 5 conversions here. And Imp Camel now on both sides. +2, +4, +2, +2 only. Yo's now getting the last defense upgrade. Miguel is getting the last attack upgrade. This should be a better fight here for the SY guys, with all the Chikunus in the back still doing reasonable damage for sure. That's why Miguel needs to retreat. CP in the back, that's not really the greatest raiding unit. Conquistadors, well, they are great raiding units. Snacking themselves 4 or 5 more villagers here at the stone. And staying annoying. Castle will fall as we predicted earlier. And the movement continues here for Mr. Miguel. He is sitting at 113 villagers. Yo only at 77. So the production could be really sick. Dogao up to Imperial Age as well. Whew. Staying active here. This could be another raid in the back that looks pretty solid. I think Miguel, he might have the numbers. He has all the traps out as well. He is pushing for the win. Snacking 1 more villager. Chukunu, well, 1 alone won't really do too much, even if he has +4/+4 on himself. Going for Elite Chukunu now. Some more moves here at the right hand side. Dogao gets another castle up. Imperial Camels, they just continue pushing. Yo dropping down to pop 90. Miguel at 160. Yeah, we have still some sneak around moves here by Mr. Yo, but that won't be enough. He cannot really get onto the numbers. Dogao now imp as well, and that means, well, Lyx should be in some troubles. More imp camels pushing at the top, and they just feel relentless here. First game went in favor of the SY guys. Game number 2. The Brazilians took it back, and it feels like game number 3. Brazilians might be taking this one as well. GG is coming in 2-1 here for Dogao and Miguel, putting themselves in a beautiful spot after 3 games. And, well, tiny comeback for sure. At least in the scoreboard here, and tough to say what really went wrong. Slinging the Castle Age player, and well, Yo's build-up I think was so weird with 2 on gold, couldn't really get any camels. The boom wasn't great, then losing so many TCs, tried to go for all the sneaks. I think maybe Lyx should have slung him. Tough to say. This is the spot where I always hand it over to my co-cast and asking him like, okay, what decided the game here? What should have SY done differently? And they could have been in a tough spot there. The Castle Age push was kind of stopped reasonably as well. Next map will be Nomad, and game number 5 could be Sahara. The Castle Age stop was... The Castle Age push was stopped. I think it was Yo's build-up. It didn't look great. What do you think of Capture Age, and do you plan to use it in the future? I would love to, and I think it's basically the future. It's absolutely great. Well, Yo was extremely quick in Castle Age with 1550, maybe that's why he had not enough eco. Well, he only had 2 villages on gold. He needs to have like 6, 7 on gold. Missed out as a co-caster, man. Fields, Nelly, man. And Yo had no on gold when he hit castle. Yeah, that's what I said. Like, he didn't have enough. That's why I think he built a market to balance it out. But then he didn't have any upgrades on his camels either. Thought ballistics was the future. Maybe ballistics viewed from Capture Age. Next indeed, and then Sahara, potential game number 5. You can still ask some questions if you have any. Speculate started. Ballistics are useless, just dodge them. Wouldn't that be easy? I love Capture It also, it gives so much more information. I don't think it gives... Well, yeah, some, yeah. I'm curious how it would work out in team games. Yeah, training of units, yeah, and the stats and yeah, the research upgrades and such. Yeah, it's just way better. Yeah, but like I knew it beforehand, right? If it was possible to feature team games, I would have done King of the Hippo already with it. And kind of felt a bit bad that T90 had the first rights to do it. But yeah, was just super fitting, right? Biggest Age of Empires tournament of all time. And then using Capture Age just made a lot of sense. And let's jump into game number 4 here. It will be played on Nomad. Millions and millions for both players, or for both teams. And zoom is nice as well. All learned from T90 is that Capture Age is a program for zooming things all the time. Well, let's see. It is not easy to use Capture Age, right? I used it a bit. It has a lot of features that aren't intuitive for casters now. Least favorite thing about Capture Age is when Twitch overlays blurs the information at the bottom. What Twitch overlays? Don't really know what you're talking about. Dogao with a very bad TC spot. Oh. Dogao's dead, guys. Dogao's dead. He has to go for some fish now. Can he get that sheep? That sheep alone is helping him so much, honestly. Running under the TC. Oh boy. He's even scouting with the sheep. Might lose that villager. Running through the TC later on. Oh god, this is so bad. So he got one sheep, and that is it. Now Miguel is sending him some, but will run through Lyx TC. Miguel is at the complete other side of the map as well. He at least has some boars. And he's Malian, so that's not a problem. He will start with the fishing ship. Ay. Yeah, those sheep are lost. And let me see. Did he even see the TC? No, he only saw that there was something. When you move the mouse, Twitch has an overlay with pause and mute buttons in the bottom. This overlay covers part of the capture. What? Ah, okay. Yeah, but that's... How often do you scroll over there? Like once you open the stream. Yeah, I think it's super important. Why do people play so unfair Nomad? Dogao is so behind just because of position. Yeah. Well, no real competitive tournament is playing Nomad. It's just... Yeah, it makes zero sense to me. You will never see me host a Nomad tournament that I want to have taken seriously. Just a very, very bad map. They don't have any restarts left, no. Did Dogao just run away? What? Ah, Lyx didn't have loom. Dogao has an ILTC, by the way. Now 2 fishing ships. Okay, we'll get 1 boar. Can Lyx do something there with the walls? Not really. Seize the boar. What is that palisade walls? What? 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 What happened here? He did block the boar with the villager building under it. This is so sick. And then the boar lost aggro and he could take it away with the villager. Now his house had pop 15, but that's for both of them. Building 1 house here, building another house with 2 villagers, so completely forgot about that. What a horrible start, and Dogao is in even more pain than he was before. He has 3 fishing ships working for him. Soon 4, still no food income. That was so sick. And Dogao, well, Lyx sees it again, right? Don't build that house, don't go over here. He can easily block it. Just 2 gates. Yeah. Why is he not... He doesn't rotate gates, apparently. Block, 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 house. Okay, that was actually not well done by Lux. Losing that villager and not killing the villager in exchange. That was kind of a fail. He just needed a third wall here. You only need like to hit it once. And rushing out to get another. And suddenly, the Gao's ahead in villagers compared to Lux. Lux is having a really bad start. How did Lux not... Lux didn't find those spores or what? So weird. Such a weird game. And Dogao's going for it again. That's so risky as well. Oh man. This is such a weird game. Okay. We have Mayans against Malians here at that side. Okay. Dogao goes for it. Lux should never allow this. Let's see what he sees. He should know about it. He sees it. Sends another villager. What is this? Why is he always building palisades before he builds gates? This is not 2015. Or 2017. Oh, please, please don't tell me. Okay. Okay, that's what he should have done before. Okay, now he gets the board. Okay, okay. Okay, Lux with one brilliant move, two weird moves. And this good move. What a weird game. What a weird game. Okay, Miguel going for water here at the top. Where is he on gold? Very far. Oh god, he doesn't have any reasonable gold on his minimap. Look at that. That's horrible. Okay. So yo, he looks like he is playing fast castle into plumes. And, well, Dogao still not up. Lux is already in fuel age. He can build his first tower. Is on stone here with 4. As you can see, Spearman now coming up, and this was going to be a rough one for Dogao. Let's take a look. Has a very low HP villager here at the front as well. 4 HP for her. And the fighting begins. Dogao still not clicking up. And if he loses water, it's basically over for him. Gets his second dock up, which is pretty beautiful though. First tower, no chance of stopping that one. Dogao doesn't even see it. Guys, it cries what looks like game number 5 to me. Although Miguel can still carry, but well, he's taking water control. That means Plumed Arch is completely uncontested. Yo doesn't know anything about Miguel being in that right hand side corner. Just walls himself off towards the left hand side. And if he scouts that, he has to be even more certain that Miguel is at that side. So he won't punish Miguel that well. Wouldn't it be better for Dogao to sling gold to Miguel? He's still in Dark Age, my friend. Instead of going to the unsafe gold. No, no, no. If you sling, it depends on the tournament. You're losing a lot of resources. I think in this one you should probably lose like 70% of resources. 30% of resources. So, and he couldn't sling him, right? Miguel's already building fire galleys for quite some time. And Dogao is still in Dark Age where you cannot sling. Okay, one villager lost. Lux rushing out that outpost. Okay, water control. Still okay for the Brazilians. That's why their score is so high. Dogao, no chance. Okay. And now, what? Interesting. Miguel now slinging stone to Dogao, who will get the defensive tower up, trying to protect his gold. Should be fine in that regard. And it seems like Miguel is just slinging. Why is he building a blacksmith then? Okay, he's not only slinging. Now walls himself off. Which won't really be too efficient against a Mayan player that will have a castle any second. What? The build order of Mr. Yo was screwed up as well. 1955. Should have been a bit earlier. Did he build any fire galleon? No, not really. Quite fortunate spot for him that those fishing ships aren't spotted yet. Miguel didn't have any vision here. Tower war will go in favor of Dogao. Is Lyx building any scouts? Not sure if that makes too much sense. Yeah, he did. Might find some villagers here. And those are looking like even low HP ones. Tricky spot. And maybe fire galley on the outside. Could be tricky for Dogao as well. Miguel slinging Dogao here. What a weird world we are living in. Oh man. I think Yo should probably dominate this one. Okay, Lyx did spot the gold. He's now going back onto it. How much knowledge do they have about Miguel's being? They have no idea where Miguel is. So weird. Did spot some docks here at the top. And they spotted the gold here. But that's it. So they might expect him at the bottom area. That's, I probably think what this scout is about. He will scout that area and they won't find him. And then they will be really surprised. Guy with a lot of water control still. Dogao now up to castle age. Yo is going for war galley upgrades. Does he have that much army? There's 3 fire galleys once you get fire ships apparently. Scouts around. Let's take a look. Should probably snag one villager here. Forcing another tower. Oi, sorry. Hope you're all awake now. And Yo should probably win this one. Miguel obviously is still in fuel age and will stay in fuel age for quite some time. Since he's the guy slinging. Dogao, who was having 20 to 20 castle age time here. Maybe another dock could have helped out at that corner as well. Water control. Quite funny here actually. Dogao not going for it at all. Has solid resources but not enough stone to really click up behind this. And Yo should just crush this game. Although, should lose his fishing ships as well. Oh, well, he isn't. Probably shouldn't lose his fishing ships. What a weird game. Lyx is now winning the water fight here against Dogao, who needs to pull. Where will he build his castle? Is buying himself quite some stone. Maybe just here to be super safe. Yeah, that's what he's doing. And then we'll go into plumes. Yo, finally seeing what's going on here. We'll probably build a petard. At least that's what I would have done. Petard and plumes and just smash Miguel. Not happening though. Interesting. Now he's going for 2 petards. That's not needed against a guy in feudal age. You only need 1 for 900 HP. Well, goes for even more stone. So they want to get Dogao on multiple castles apparently. 500 stone already in the bank. I was swallowed my chewing gum. Scary moment. Was this nomad start? Yes, this is nomad. Miguel continues with his sling. Second castle now affordable. And this is going to be so rough for Miguel to stop this. 1 layer stone walls, maybe not enough. Double petard will just bam through this. Nice map pool. Well, we had 3 nomads or 3 OTC starts. Don't really like that. But hey, who am I to judge? All my tournaments have always like gold in the center maps. Right, El Dorado, Gold Rush, Golden Pit, Golden Hill, all of that. Oh no, Botkin, not a lot of kills. Look at that. That's the first villager dying now. Actually not the greatest move ever by Mr. Yo with his positioning. Nice instant reaction by Miguel, but he will surely lose some villagers. And okay, aggressive castle here. Lyx, will he get the defense up? I don't think he will have the towers in time. Plumed archers are around as well. Speaking of plumed archers, they continue to get some kills here, or do they? Dogao popped 33 only. Plumed archers, well, some losses for sure. Those villagers quite low on HP. Third tower finishes. This could be the doubt castle of the century, guys. Look at that, more villagers being sent. Oh god, did I misjudge the situation? And so did Dogao. Beautiful defense here by Mr.Lyx. Look at that, all the villagers are so low on HP. He is sending more and more forward. Is right-clicking this at 85 HP%. But oh boy, lost all his villagers. He's going down to 24 villagers. We are going into game number 3. Lyx just did win this game with this move here. Dogao just wasting all his villagers. Now sending more over. Didn't get any hits on there here. Okay, now 3 more villagers down, 2 more villagers down, and oh boy, what a throw for sure here. And Dogao with a horrible map, and this is why Nomad isn't played in normal tournaments. Dogao's spawn was just so bad. Yeah, he also didn't build the best TC so close to the edge of the map. You can never have resources like in all directions, but oh boy, something happened here, as you can see, with all the dead bodies. Quadruple tower defense against that castle. Maybe Dogao should have pulled more, and that is a doubt castle I've ever seen one for sure. 27 villages in the end. Meanwhile, Yo's castle, well, might have had the same stuff happening, but well, in the back already plumed archers were in. Oh boy, what a wild one. One of the doubtiest doubt castles ever, indeed. Oh, look, that was KD 2238 being the slung Mayan guy. That's something I didn't see in quite some time. Wedding gift to doubt, probably. And yeah, not the cleanest starts. A weird game for sure. And well, it is even. It is game number 5 coming our way after this one. And you know what it means if we go into the last game of the series? It means something very special. It's the time where you get hyped for Sahara. A beautiful one to finish it all. What are good civilizations we got to see? I'd say Britons and Huns. Or maybe Berbers. It's funny, viewer number wise. Maybe I started a bit late today and I was overlapping with game number 1. It's tricky. Like, to be in a full-time position, like putting all my efforts in my working life into achieving more subs, more viewers and such. And then you have one guy having 12 times the viewers you do, or 14 times the viewers you do. It is a weird world we're living in, right? But yesterday I had over 1K with the normal Wednesday stream. It is interesting. And it's mentally challenging, even. I have to say that, yeah. Oh, and I'm tired. I slept too much tonight. The last day, I slept like 1.5 hours and like an hour nap. And today I slept like 10 or something. Yeah. Viper Memp also streaming. Yeah, Memp is the one really stealing viewers from me. You know that I'm talking about T90, right? Well, it's not more or less than I expected. It is simply... It feels like out of my control even, how many viewers I have. It's like... honestly, it's not complaining at the moment. It is just... Ooh, I thought for a small second there was something bug. As if I have... Yeah. I'm just falling to the mercy of T90 not streaming. Neely, what's your thoughts on the max placing in Income 2? Were you surprised as well? Not surprised, and I think it was long overdue, right? A lot of people had him rated very highly as one of the best players in the world, and he never really showed anything in 1v1 tournaments so far, so yeah, it only was time. So, yeah, happy for him, for sure. Okay, we have Britons here for Mr. Yo, Persians for Lyx, so that will be our typical Archer Scout into Crossbow Knight composition. On the other side, we will see the same, but Miguel with Slavs versus Dogao's Britons, so that's kind of going to be interesting here, Slavs. Could have a better transition, especially in late Castle Age, but Persian, they have a strong boom as well. Nobody's streaming in the afternoon, go for that. Isn't it afternoon? Like, I started at 4 PM. Oh, multi-sheeping here. And it's not really the spot where you get new viewers or new subscribers, right? But that's a complex thing. I'm not sure. I just wanted to say, maybe I will write it down, but who for and what for? Well, never mind. He just needs to move in with Viper and Jordan and NHC every weekend. Yeah, potentially. Potentially. Nearly Vipers and Jordan's apartment cup. I think T90 is more popular for younger people? What? I'm not sure about that. I think he is more popular for newer viewers, but not younger ones. Do you think so? Maybe. I never thought of that. Maybe it is because like he got most of his fame due to YouTube as well, and YouTube audience is younger than Twitch audience as well. But I don't think so. I think it will be very minimal. His chat is so casual. Okay. I would be really confused. Like 14 to 16? No way! This is a 20-year-old game. His chat isn't 14 to 16 years old. I can ask him. But now I'm curious as well. What his age distribution is. I think you cannot see it on Twitch, but on YouTube it shows you like how old your viewers are. As a veteran player, your casting is so much better than T90 is. His casting is more fun and exciting, but you certainly know more than him. Well, is that the most important thing though? Knowing more. I think maybe the future. I honestly feel like T90 and me could be really like let's just start dreaming, right? ECL2, $500,000 prize pool tournament, and streamers aren't, or like esport casters are being paid by Microsoft to cast like on Escape AoE or something like that. I think T90 and I probably could be a really good duo for that. Like him, the play-by-play caster, me being the analyst. $500,000. Well, you can make it $1 million as well. As I said, just dreaming. It's no limits. I'm playing since I was 5 or 6. Well, Leary as well. T90 being the Wolfcaster in the league covers everything else. The Wolfcaster. Okay. Very late timing here by Mr. Yo, who plays Drush FC, apparently. Yes, he does. And on the other side, we have Dogao going for, well, the very open gold here. And yeah, he could never play Drush FC here. Needs to go for archers. Miguel is going for scouts. Same for Lyx here. At least that's what we're expecting. And, well, that villager is quite exposed here. Oh, Miguel gets out. What? That was unfortunate for him. He could have snagged that villager so easily. And you saw how scared Lyx was, even pulling back the villager there. His feudal age timing is a bit later. Drush is now coming in. Villagers should be really safe for Dogao here. Some quick walls. Nothing should really happen. And yeah, I felt like a gate felt so natural here. But only 14 HP. Could go down as well. Another house now. Get some damage done to the scout. Stable play. Pretty standard. No archer ranges from Dogao yet. Very distracted with the walls here, apparently. And if he built those a bit earlier, the archer could start in like 5-10 seconds. 32 can beat 30 millions. Why not AoE for 1 million? Because less people are excited for AoE. Because it's a way slower game and not attracting as many people. The same when you say like, oh, there's a World Cup. 1.5 billion people are watching the finals. Why not the same for underwater polo? Because no one cares about underwater polo. And no one cares about a game that takes 12 minutes before the first unit dies. And people need to get excited like, oh, quick mods! He built a house! He built a palisade gate! Isn't that beautiful? And now he's going for archers, while the other guy is going for Drush FC. Oh, built a lot of farms, built some houses. Like, this was the most exciting thing in the first 12 minutes of the game. Underwater polo, I've never heard of that. That's what most LoL players are saying about Age of Empires. Age of Empires? I've never heard of that. Or Dota 2. Nanili didn't come to the battles. I came for economy. Okay. I'll then see you at the Sims stream again. Oh, Villager number 1 going down. Could have microed that back a bit better. Villager getting low here. Doesn't want to lose his scout most likely. Oh, 5 HP and he lost it. Villager's getting microed back, and that wasn't the greatest defense by Dogao ever. Just running under there, didn't have a lot of damage output from his TC. Archer ranges on the open. Those towers from the Brazilians, really weird to me today. And I thought this felt like it was open. I was checking over here, like, is there an opening? Like, how the scouts moved? I kind of knew that something was open. And now the question is, what does Miguel do? Does he send his scouts back? Oh god, sending 4 scouts back to kill 2 scouts is not a great scenario. Maybe one spearman and try to stay active, but well, everyone is walled, so you cannot do a lot either. This will be tough for Dogao to hold off the fast castle here of... Uh-oh, fail house. Don't lose a villager, Miguel. And he won't. 20 HP on that one. Now 4 scouts around. And where did they get in? Okay, left hand side here. And yeah, just an easy finish for sure. Yo even getting double axe now. And he will be super fine. Only one archer range by him though. Normally you want to see a second one. Archers are running over the other side. But look at that. Looks already sitting behind stone walls here as well. Is that a sling behind? No, it can't be, right? But only one villager on gold. This is so weird. Looks bought some food. Now selling wood. This is the boom behind it or what? 3 on stone, 1 on gold? Is he not going for knights? This feels so weird, guys. Sending more villagers on wood. This is a castle play without knights behind this. I'm really confused. Dogao's map so much more open. Did snag 1 villager at least. So 2 scouts, 1 villager down here. We had the Drush running around and this scout. Those are the only lost units for now. Maybe AoE 4 changes everything if it's done nicely. Well, I already have hopes for AoE 2 DE, right? But H4 might be even a bigger thing, yeah, for sure. Maybe it needs someone like T90 who pulls lots of people, which then trickle down into the community and then channels, so in the end everyone profits. Yeah, that's the thing T90 is, not T90, Zero Empire is always saying, right? Rising tide, or what? Tide rises all ships or something? Ships? Something like that. That's still weird. Look at that, 5 on gold now. Double stable. So yeah, everyone is benefiting if T90 is 17k viewers for sure. Yeah. Just might give someone like, oh, there was a nice tournament last weekend. Let's take a look if there's another Age of Empires tournament this weekend. And, well, then they might come over to Mamp or me. Because Sunday we will have the nice show match there for sure. Rising tide floats all boats. But what floats? Yeah, it floats all boats. Okay. Well, those scouts will die. That's a lot of archers, though, for Mr. Dogao. Look at that. 20 is number. That's actually pretty good engagement here for Dogao. Getting all the crossbowmen before they can really do a lot. That's a nice move. Miguel. 9 HP on those. And oh, no. Why did he not get the kill there? Oh, no. It did regroup everything. The boat floats on the water. Yeah, I know. Oh, okay. Ah, got it. And it makes like it's complex, guys. Streaming and everything. Ready. I learned a lot on TwitchCon. Like how stuff works. And is that... Oh, now building the palisade gate here. +2 defense for him. Crossman won't really do much. What are those villagers up to? Just building another mining camp, but is that blocking him? He's sitting behind the walls. Interesting. Looks just +1 defense. As we saw, not too much production from him. So military count will be heavily in favor of the Brazilians. Eco advantage on the side of there's Wise. Resulting into a lot of aggression needed from the Brazilians here in early mid-castle age. 20 villages on gold. Looks a bit like it, right? 14 for now. Shouldn't really work that way. I think, like with Britons, 10 should be fine. Unless you play 3 archer rangers, then I see 14. Instant ballistic. Crossman should come. Botkin arrow only now being clicked. So he focused on just killing 2 deer here. Apparently most important thing. Okay, now they're grouping up. 1, 2. Kill Mr. Yo. Oh, he was lacking Botkin. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Both Chinese players now with 10 more villagers. They just need to hold. Looks, how are his knight numbers looking? Okay, only now goes back into the production. 3 TCs for him. And Mr. Yo just camping behind this. This will be a rough one. Brazil needs to do damage ASAP. 20 villagers overall behind. Miguel trying to catch up. He still has the 6 Slav eco, but only 2 TCs for him. Oh, even stonewalling behind this. Mr. Yo bought himself 100 stone, now goes on to it as well. Those houses somewhat low HP. 8 range here. Dogao now with ballistics. Capture 8 could tell us if Mr. Yo researched it in the end. Okay, now we see it. No, he didn't. Okay, knights +1 defense. Mr. Yo goes for wheelbarrow, so ecos could be a bit more even than I thought at some point. Need some more archer ranges here in the back, or maybe another TC. Not really needed. Whew, intense phase now. We need to see Brazilians do damage. If Yo just holds here, Brazilians achieved nothing. Will probably lose the game. More stables now here. Lux is ahead by 12 villagers. Has still 1 TC more. What is going on with Miguel? Why is he not pulling another one? Yeah, it is tricky. Now we could see the big move-ins. Next, some crosswomen. First nice move-in here by Mr. Yo. Plus the defense for him. Archer ranges. More being built. Is not housed. On the other side, Miguel was in some troubles. They are just focusing down the archer ranges, but that's not important. As you can see, Mr. Yo, he just builds more. He's holding. It's totally fine for him. They're waiting for Lux to get the rebroom rolling, and I think SY is playing it pretty much to perfection. Didn't lose anything. Lost some buildings, yes. That's it. Crossman still super safe. Kind of behind 2 TCs here. Not too many villagers even in the TCs, so no too much idle time being forced. Losers, 2. Close to 3 crossmen here. Now knights are coming over. Lux going for husbandry as well. Miguel with higher numbers and higher upgrades. Production completely over to the other side. Dogao now even up to Imperial Age. So he's playing 1 TC, and now they are changing targets. Mr. Yo being behind there, and oh god, this is going to be an interesting one. 20 villagers, 15, 35 villager difference here. That's enormous. Overall 3 TCs to I believe 6 TCs and Persian bonus. But on the way to Imperial Age. Horse color now. Not the most important upgrade. Market to get some more vision. Miguel, can he do enough damage? Should snack like 1 knight. Stable number 5, risky TC. Not sure if that will actually go up. +2 attack now for Lux as well. The crossmen are coming over. Could get caught off guard. TC villagers need to be pulled. As I said several times, if SY is holding this, they can just delay the damage taken. They are fine because they have so much better eco. Mass stable knighted by Miguel is going for next moves. Okay, but now 1.8k HP stone walls. Tough to break those too easily. Let's take a look. Mr. Yo, not too close to going in PLH. Did add TC number 4, so their eco kind of out of this world actually. Weird about Mr. Yo. Is that the second time he's researching it? Or do I have a deja vu? Okay, Arbalist now. Look at his resources he can get to the text as well. Quite nicely. Already has 9 range now. Arbalest Bracer on the way. Even can afford chemistry any second. And that gets really sick. Lux is trying to go for the counter attack. That is still... Oh, everything is open. Oh, don't tell me this could be the repeat of game number 1. Yo+Lyx at a spot where the Brazilians were pushing so nicely is able to do massive amount of counter attack damage. One palisade, one house here. Potentially not enough. I think this is still open as well. Yo+Lyx need to position themselves there. Mr. Yo just regrouping, gets a castle up here. Oof. Dogao sitting at 50 villagers. Looks up to Imp. Getting there fast as well, being persons. Didn't kill Dogao's army, that's true. It's pretty much impossible to re-wall behind now since you have 10 range. Going for some more stuff. Will be a lot of dead villagers though, that is still open. And Yo+Lyx, well, those are true snipers. 118 stone being sent. Lux is trying to get some more stuff up. How much do we have here on those stone walls? 330 HP. Trying to rewall behind this. Meanwhile, don't tell me this is the MTC. No, it's not. Oh, knights. Are they willing to commit here? Knights are coming back as well. That's a lot of crossbowmen coming back. Yo+Lyx from the side. Dogao might do some damage here against Mr. Yo's army, who's trying to run back. The castle is around. That could be the option. Knights are only half a screen away as well. And now they can take the engagement here. Maybe against Dogao here. And oh, this was a big engagement. But that was more knight against knight than trying to get down the Yo+Lyx numbers, which is so much more important because Miguel is just continuing to go for crossmen, but massive Yo+Lyx could be really tricky, and taking the hill advantage here as well. This was a pretty sexy fight for the Brazilians indeed. That was really nice, killing all the knights, and now we can see Lux in some problems here. 5 stables for him, no real gold income, didn't really expand here to the left hand side as we saw earlier. The TC there was denied. Yo still not Imp, and the aggression continues. Overpopulation looking better for the Brazilians. Heresy! What about defensive monks when you're walled? Well, they won't do much against Yo+Lyx. And Brazilian crossbow only have one less. Britain's crossbow have only one less range, so not an option in this scenario. Oh god, so many idle villagers are inefficiently working villagers. And now the difference of the villagers only at 20. So indirect comeback. And snacking some more over here as well. Oh boy, Miguel now the leader in eco. But the only guy in castle age as well. Let's take a look at his resources. Not too far away from imping here. So Yo is now getting all his upgrades on his Yo+Lyx. Has still solid numbers here with 40. But look at that, Dogao at 70. And 47 here for Miguel. Let's take a look. Dogao, he's playing at 3 TCs. Lots of them idle, not really working, but what an intense game by him. And now maybe the big engagement here. Cavaliers, they have all the upgrades. Oh god, that could be some dead villagers. Miguel is patrolling in. That's an army to kill probably everything that Dogao and Miguel can get on the map. Oh god, that's a beautiful raid as well. Knowing, okay, we're blocking one gold spot. Let's search for other gold spots, and that's so many villagers going down. Oh boy, Miguel and Dogao now leading in villagers. Did they really do it with mass army? They are pushing here. It's only one chance for Lux to kill this army, but he lost so much in that fight. 15 going down, and is now trying to go for it. This could be the last deciding one, but oh, Lux doesn't even want to take it, and that's another 15 villagers going down here for sure. Look at that. He is at 50, and he will drop even further. Yo+Lyx are coming over. Yo, he wants to help his ally, but oh boy, this is so rough, and it even had double the HP here on the TC, so it took longer than expected. And Brazil is looking so sexy here, getting the player, the imp player, below, and the villager amount lower than the minute count. Oh god. Okay, now opening everything. This is the one big engagement. Miguel, he might need to fight with castle age units. Cannot afford cavaliers or the +4, or like, he doesn't have the time for it. Can they maybe get out here? Maybe they can just tear down the palisade wall. Maybe they can get out? That would be so sick for them. They need to get the stone wall here quickly. Oh god, they could escape. Miguel can escape. Stonewall. Stonewall. Instantly Stonewall. No, denied as well. Denied as well. Didn't even have enough stone for the Stonewall. Arbalest, can they get away? Seems like they can continue running. And Miguel, he can upgrade everything. Dogao is just fighting here, accepting its fate. But Miguel is getting away with 30 knights that he can upgrade to cavaliers later on. Pretty sweet for them. Yeah, Dogao will lose everything, but he will still play with 50 military behind this. And Lyx is just completely out of it. Look at that. 2 TCs for him. Still 4th one. Not really around, and that's just fine. He will get all the upgrades in the book. As you can see, even double blacksmith. Absolutely love that. He will have +4/+4, 65 military for him. Double Skeets Workshop. He wants to end this game. Looks, he has some fighting spirit in him still. But this is going to be so damn rough. Arbalest numbers looking solid for Dogao as well. Let's take a look. Where do we see that big flock of units going? When do we ever see like 70 cavaliers? Very rare spot here. 42 minutes into the game. Some clear up here. He's even adding more stables, Mr. Miguel. Let's take a look. Where is he moving in? Yo, he is walled. House at 200 HP. Maybe just fighting down all the Arbalest, trying to kill that castle. Arbalest are now moving under it from Dogao. 10 range from him. 11 range for Mr. Yo. Castle will instantly fall. 2 stone spots exposed. Gold spot is exposed as well. Arbalest in the back need to run even further. Cavaliers are trying to come over, but this is tough. At least denying that a bit more. And, well, this is the series of weird GG timings here. And what a beautiful clear up here looks. Well, he at least can afford Paladin. Something we won't see from Miguel, since he is the Slav player. And more villagers sniped here, and oh boy, that was a lot of losses. Combined pop, not even 200 against 350. This one is so over. Lyx doesn't really know what to do with his life. Gets another raid in. At least he's up to 40 Cs now, but won't really get the time to get onto a solid eco again. Yeah, well, he was at 36, now at 52, but the raids will continue. No chance to ever get trade set up. Something we cannot say about the Brazilians that are already taking good care of that. Some more walls behind. Yo knows he needs to buy some time for himself, for his team. Looks, well, he's getting Paladin. They're doing everything right, but they're simply so far behind. Okay, doing some damage from distance. Cavalier numbers just so sick. 80 and 76 military. Look at that. 150, 160 military at the moment against 60. Yeah, Paladins at the front. They will take this fight, and this could be the game-ending one. Arbalest trying to hug the forest here, but will not be enough. Paladins are just dying. Look at that, even standing. And guys, this is GG. Brazil is taking the 3-2 in a beautiful series in this super tough group. Whoa, for Dogao even being tagged behind this. What an intense game. Mr. Yo and Lyx just both going for the sick approach of eco and completely ignored the army production. Did you see that? What was that? Like 4 knights into 3 TC boom, and then tried to add some more, but then got smashed down. Mr. Yo had so many losses as well. Dogao and Miguel with a way weaker eco but more military did really put on the pressure. GG. Nice strategic game by Team Heresy. The 2 Brazilians. 3-2 win in the end for them, and let's take a look at the achievements. Dogao, nice KD there. It looks lost so many villagers while being broken. That made it really, really tough for him, and yeah, no one really boomed out. For Britons, 110 is kind of playable. Bum, 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 bum. Ah, lovely stuff. Okay. Okay, I will call it a day. thank you so much for being around. Tomorrow, I don't know, I might just take the day off, but Saturday is going to be long. ECL 2v2 semifinal number 2, and that will be Heresy, Miguel+Dogao against AM, so could be a good best of 5 series coming up there as well. And after that we will have Hera coaching. Sunday will be sick. Secret against Suomi, AM against Suomi, and Secret against AM. 3v3s, no sling, fixed position, MEM-TV event. You don't want to miss that. I will cast everything on this very channel here. Monday, Finland against Vietnam. Monday after that,